The repaired map led them beyond sunlight. Black mountains surrounded a silent silver valley. Kai saw red headbands moving without bodies. Soren's staff pointed toward a sealed gateway. The gate opened before anyone touched it. Inside waited an arena built from mirrors. Charon stood above, holding Malrek's crown fragment. Ari and Mira entered beside Kai carefully. The entrance slammed shut behind the travelers. Living shadows dragged them in separate directions. Kai landed alone beneath a black sun. Thousands of shadow spectators filled the stands. Every defeated enemy would fight him again. 3 bells announced the first shadow trial. A weak child version of Kai appeared. Mocking villagers surrounded the trembling child again. Brack's shadow raised his familiar wooden club. Kai refused to attack his younger self. More childhood shadows rushed from every mirror. Silent Step failed against perfectly copied movements. Kai stopped running and faced his fear. He told the child weakness caused no shame. The frightened shadow slowly lowered its fists. A glowing red thread joined both hearts. The first mirror gate opened without violence. The second trial copied Ari's disappointed face. Mira's shadow accused Kai of using friends. His family appeared behind a burning doorway. The false Rowan blamed Kai for everything. Kai's calm finally began breaking apart. Real Ari watched helplessly from crystal chains. Mira discovered machines feeding every cruel illusion. Charon strengthened the visions with purple energy. Kai remembered Rowan choosing love over blood. He walked directly through the false flames. Every accusing family shadow dissolved peacefully. The second mirror seal shattered above him. Arena doors released 4 familiar enemy shadows. Shadow Brack charged with his heavy club. Shadow Morvac attacked using staff and cutlass. Shadow Malrek formed black crystal armor instantly. Shadow Varg lifted his enormous arena hammer. All 4 champions attacked Kai together. Kai combined every lesson from previous battles. He redirected Brack into Varg's hammer swing. Morvac's shadow protected Malrek unexpectedly. Kai realized these copies were trapped memories. He sheathed his sword and released Storm Palm. Pure energy broke the champion's control chains. 1 shadow remained, wearing Kai's torn headband. He called himself Echo, the forgotten Kai. Echo said the arena consumed stolen memories. Charon had copied every mark from Kai. Each golden seal powered another mirror chamber. Ari and Mira reached the control tower. 1,000 mirrors covered its circular walls. Captured fighters floated inside glowing glass prisons. Ari cut the first group of chains. Charon sealed the chamber with shadow guards. Above them, the black sun opened. The strongest shadow stepped from its center. He carried Kai's sword and identical scars. He claimed Kai was only the replacement. Charon displayed a twisted childhood memory overhead. The shadow believed Soren had abandoned him. Rage transformed his headband into black flames. He attacked Kai without any warning. Every movement perfectly matched Kai's technique. Their first collision shook every mirror. Silent steps crossed like red lightning. 2 iron root stances cracked the arena. Their red crescents collided above the stands. Storm palms split the black sky. Shadow spectators roared for Kai's destruction. Kai understood his opponent predicted every attack. The shadow shared every memory Kai possessed. Kai changed tactics and stopped seeking victory. A falling prisoner slipped from broken chains. Kai abandoned combat and caught the prisoner. The strongest shadow froze, confused by compassion. Charon ordered the shadow to finish Kai. Purple chains erupted from the crown fragment. They wrapped the shadow's arms and throat. Echo resisted, begging Kai to destroy him. Kai refused to kill another wounded reflection. Ari overloaded the tower's lower mirrors. Myra shattered the crown's energy conduits. Captured fighters awakened inside breaking prisons. Freed champion shadows regained their own choices. They turned together against Charon's shadow guards. Charon released darkness beneath the entire arena. The arena began floating above endless emptiness. Mirror platforms collapsed around trapped spectators. Kai cut Echo's chains, not his body. Echo rose freely beside the real Kai. He revealed the fragment stored Kai's first rage. Charon weaponized every feeling Kai had buried. Shadow armor covered Charon with countless arms. Each arm carried a copied champion's weapon. Ari disabled the mirrors along the left wall. Mira destroyed the remaining crown power lines. Echo held a bridge above falling prisoners. Kai and Echo entered matching battle stances. Their twin silent steps surrounded Charon completely. Two storm palms shattered his outer shield. Charon raised the crown fragment desperately. Kai struck only the glowing fragment. The fragment exploded into harmless golden shadows. Every trapped memory transformed into warm light. Charon escaped through another frozen purple portal. Echo began fading as the arena healed. He gave Kai one final stolen memory. Soren waited inside a fortress of black ice. Dark chains controlled every movement Soren made. Frozen coordinates appeared across Kai's broken blade. Kai, Ari, and Mira left together. Freed shadows rose like stars behind them. A third golden mark formed on Kai's sword. An icy wind crossed the silent valley. Far away, Soren opened glowing purple eyes. After freeing the Sky Citadel, Kai and Ari followed the map toward the black tide sea. The ocean darkened long before they reached its shore. Their compass spun wildly as black mist crawled across the waves. Countless wrecked ships appeared like skeletons in the fog. Far ahead, a shadowy flagship sailed between the broken masts. On its deck stood Captain Morvac gripping Master Soren's stolen staff. A sudden whirlpool grabbed their small ship and dragged it sideways. A giant shape moved beneath the water like a sleeping sea serpent. Ari spotted a narrow current leading into the wreck field. They escaped the whirlpool and landed on a chained harbor made from sunken ships. The graveyard port was built from broken hulls, ropes, and hanging lanterns. Maced pirate scouts watched every step from above the masts. When the scouts attacked, Kai disarmed them without drawing blood. An old ferryman named Boro appeared from the fog holding a blue lantern. Boro warned them that Morvac ruled the sea through fear and curses. He explained that fighters were forced to survive the arena of wrecks. Above Morvac's throne mast, Soren's staff glowed with trapped light. Kai entered the tournament under the name Silent Red once again. While Kai registered, Ari slipped away with Boro toward the prisoner decks. The first challenge began across collapsing planks between drifting ships. Heavy anchors swung from broken cranes and smashed the boards apart. Several fighters fell, but Kai caught them and lifted them back up. He reached the far ship last, yet everyone he saved finished with him. Morvac smiled behind his cracked mask and chose a harsher second trial. The second challenge turned the central deck into a storm of cannons. Morvac's champion Drex entered with a giant anchor hammer and a cruel grin. Cannon fire blasted across the deck while Drex charged through smoke. Kai redirected the cannon blasts with sweeping strikes and shifting footwork. He used Drex's own momentum to slam the hammer into the mast instead. Drex fell to one knee, but Kai refused to strike him again. He whispered that Morvac's power came from a sealed chamber below the harbor. Ari and Borro found that chamber hidden beneath the prisoner cages. There they met Mira, a navigator imprisoned for refusing to serve Morvac. Mira revealed old charts showing tunnels beneath the black tide. Before they could escape, guards surrounded the chamber and sealed the exits. Back in the arena, the third trial began inside an underwater bell cage. Kai was chained beneath the sea against a fast, silent fighter named Leo. Kai realized Leo's attacks were not cruel, only desperate and controlled. He saw a cursed shell clasped around Leo's neck. One precise cut broke the shell and freed the trapped fighter. Leo helped Kai shatter the chains around the cage. When they rose back to the surface, Morvac was openly furious. He ordered ghost fog to cover the harbor and swallowed the arena in shadows. From the mist came spectral sailors with glowing eyes and rusted blades. The crowd screamed as the ghost fleet drifted between the wrecks. Borro stepped forward and admitted he had once guarded this sea temple. He said Morvac had stolen the tide seal and corrupted the dead. High above, Soren's staff arse pulsed as if trying to guide Kai. Morvac declared a final gauntlet across shattered masts over open water. Kai crossed the mast bridge while ghost arrows flew from every side. Ari broke free with Mira and sabotaged the ballista towers. Their ropes snapped, and the ghost archers crashed harmlessly into the sea. Kai reached the center mast, where two masked blade twins blocked his path. He defeated them with silent step and left them tangled in their own chains. The harbor prisoners began chanting for Silent Red. Enraged, Morvac released the Abyss Knight from a cage of anchors. The giant warrior rose in rusted armor with a chained anchor blade. Kai noticed the same cursed shell pulsing inside the knight's chest plate. Ari and Mira freed the prisoners while Drex watched in silence. Kai climbed the giant anchor chains. Instead of attacking head-on, he drove Storm Palm into the cursed shell and shattered its control. The Abyss Knight removed his helmet and revealed a weary human face. He knelt and said Morvac served a deeper force beneath the sea. He warned that the next seal slept under the stone moor trench. Before anyone could question him further, Morvac threw smoke bombs into the harbor. He seized Ari and escaped to his flagship with Soren's staff. He challenged Kai to come alone if he wanted his friend back. Kai crossed the rocking gangplank and boarded the flagship without hesitation. Inside, the ship was filled with hanging lanterns and cages of captured souls. A purple projection of Karen appeared above the captain's table. Karen mocked Kai and claimed Soren still refused to reveal the last dawn path. He ordered Morvac to take Kai's broken sword at any cost. Morvac offered Ari's freedom in exchange for the dawn key. Kai refused, and the duel began across a slanted mast in a lightning storm. Morvac attacked with Soren's staff in one hand and a curved cutlass in the other. Blue waves and black mist twisted around every strike. Morvac knocked Kai's sword loose and sent it sliding across the mast. For one dangerous moment, Kai hung over the sea with only one hand. He remembered how Soren taught him that calm survives where force fails. Meanwhile, Ari escaped her ropes with Mira's hidden blade. They climbed below deck and found the engine room powering the sea curse. At the heart of the ship, a dark pearl fed chains into the water below. Morvac awakened those chains and summoned the black tide serpent. The colossal serpent burst from the sea and wrapped around the fleet. Kai stopped chasing Morvac and turned to protect the prisoners again. Ari and Mira cut the lines feeding power into the dark pearl. The serpent's glowing eyes softened as the curse weakened. It roared toward the clouds and smashed the prison barges open. Morvac screamed and covered himself in abyss armor made from black coral. His mask split, revealing a scarred face twisted by fear. He dragged Kai onto a spinning platform above the center whirlpool. The final duel began with waves crashing from every side. Morvac vanished through curtains of mist and struck from blind angles. Kai closed his eyes and listened to the rhythm of the water. Ari threw Kai his sword while leaping across a broken spar. Kai caught it and carved a blazing red crescent through the fog. The strike shattered the gem binding Soren's staff, but spared the staff itself. Freed energy burst across the sea and broke the curse on the fleet. Morvac fell to his knees as the abyss armor cracked away. He confessed he had once been a champion who chose power over mercy. He warned that ships vanished because a buried kingdom was pulling them below. Then Charon's portal opened and stole the dark pearl from Morvac's hands. Charon escaped once more, leaving the graveyard to collapse without its curse. Wrecked ships began sinking as ghost fire faded from every mast. Kai, Ari, Mira, Drex, and Lio helped the prisoners onto safe vessels. The Abyss Knight carried the wounded across falling bridges of wood and chain. Boros saluted Kai with his lantern as his spirit finally found peace. At sunrise, the black fog lifted and the sea turned silver-blue. Freed sailors cheered as Morvac's banners were torn down. Soren's staff floated into Kai's hands and glowed beside the broken sword. A new golden mark appeared on the blade, proving another seal was cleansed. Myra opened her ancient chart and matched it to the light of the staff. It pointed toward the Stonemore Trench at the edge of the sea. Drex chose to remain behind and guard the freed harbor. Lio led the surviving fighters in rebuilding the wreck port into a safe refuge. Ari promised she would follow Kai into whatever darkness waited below. That night, the staff projected a vision of Soren chained in a stone chamber. Behind Soren stood a giant carved crown and walls of glowing crystal. Mira recognized the image as part of the hidden underground kingdom. Kai set the staff beside his sword and prepared the ship for the next journey. In Ember Village, strength decided who deserved respect. Kai was the thinnest boy there, with trembling knees and gentle eyes. Other children lifted stones while Kai struggled with an empty bucket. They laughed whenever his arms shook or his feet slipped. Brack, the strongest village youth, called him a broken twig. Kai lowered his head, but he never answered cruelty with cruelty. His father Rowan repaired tools for people who rarely paid him. His mother Elia shared food from nearly empty bowls, while little Naya believed Kai would someday become brave. The family lived in a crooked house beside the village wall. Neighbors mocked the leaking roof and kicked mud across their doorway. Brack's gang broke Rowan's tools, simply to watch him rebuild them. When Kai protested, they pushed him down before the whole market. Rowan taught that patience was not weakness, though every quiet day invited another insult. One winter evening, the council seized the workshop, claiming weak families had no right to valuable land. Rowan resisted, and Brack's men beat him without mercy. Kai tried to protect his father, but one punch sent him rolling. That night, the family crossed the village gates carrying one blanket, a broken lantern, and their remaining hope. Kai promised he would someday return with enough strength to protect them. Before he could leave, Brack's gang found him gathering medicine. They chased Kai through the forest, laughing as branches tore his clothes. Cornered beside a ravine, Kai refused to kneel. A heavy blow struck his shoulder, and the cliff collapsed beneath him. Kai fell through darkness into a cavern hidden below the mountain. He awoke beside glowing crystals and an ancient stone door marked with an open hand. When Kai touched it, the mountain answered with a thunderous breath. The door revealed Master Soren, an old warrior wearing a white headband and carrying a bamboo staff. He asked Kai whether he wanted power, revenge, or freedom. Kai answered that he wanted his family never to kneel again. Soren accepted him, but warned that anger could become another prison. Training began with standing beneath an icy waterfall. Kai failed before 10 breaths and collapsed into the river. Soren made him climb back and try again before sunrise. For months, Kai carried stones through tunnels without dropping one. He learned to balance on bamboo poles above bottomless darkness. He practiced footwork while cave bats swarmed around his head. He struck wooden posts until his hands stopped trembling. Soren taught him to hear movement before seeing an attack. Kai crossed rooms filled with swinging logs and hidden ropes. He learned the silent step, moving without disturbing a candle flame. He learned the iron root, standing firm against crashing boulders. He learned the red crescent, a sword strike faster than sight. He learned the storm palm, releasing force without touching an enemy. Years passed, and Kai's thin body became lean, balanced, and impossibly controlled. Yet Soren praised him most when he chose not to strike. On the final day, Soren placed a silver sword before him. Kai lifted it, then set it down and chose his father's broken blade. Soren smiled, knowing the boy had finally mastered himself. Kai climbed from the cavern as a young man with calm white eyes. Ember Village looked richer but more frightened, with Brack commanding the Iron Crest fighters. He taxed every family and punished anyone who questioned him. Kai found his family in a damaged hut, and older Naya recognized his red headband immediately. The family embraced him, amazed that he had survived. Kai repaired the roof before speaking about revenge. The next morning, Brack's collectors arrived demanding an impossible payment. They laughed at Kai's quiet voice and called him a wandering beggar. Kai paid with the few coins he carried and avoided a fight. His father worried that years away had made him fearful. Kai answered that strength should wait until there is no wiser choice. Brack soon ordered Rowan to surrender the hut as well. When Rowan refused, the collectors smashed the family's new roof. Kai caught every falling beam before it touched his family. The collectors attacked, but Kai stepped between their blows like smoke. He disarmed them without breaking a bone and sent them running. News spread that the weak boy had returned with impossible skill. Brack summoned Kai and demanded that he kneel in the public square. Kai stood calmly while the same villagers gathered to laugh. Brack struck first, but Kai stopped the club with one finger. The square fell silent for the first time in many years. Kai could have defeated him there, but exposed the council's stolen records instead. The records proved Brack had seized homes, food, and tournament rewards. Brack burned the papers and challenged Kai under arena law. If Kai lost, his family would be banished forever. If Kai won every regional arena, the council would face judgment. Kai accepted, because the law could free every oppressed family. His first match was held in the dusty Ember Ring. 3 armored fighters surrounded him before the starting bell finished ringing. Kai used Silent Step and made them collide with each other. He won without drawing his sword, confusing the cheering crowd. The second arena floated on rafts above a violent river. A giant wrestler tried to throw Kai into the rapids. Kai used Iron Root, and the entire raft tilted around him. One gentle turn sent the giant safely into a fishing net. The third arena stood on narrow bridges between desert towers. Archers fired blunt arrows while a spear champion charged. Kai spun his broken blade and created a red crescent shield. He crossed the bridge untouched and shattered every weapon. The fourth contest happened inside a frozen mountain temple. The champion controlled chains that moved like silver snakes. Kai listened through the blizzard and followed the chains by sound. One storm palm cracked the ice and trapped the chains harmlessly. The fifth arena was hidden inside a forest of giant mushrooms. A masked trickster created dozens of moving shadow copies. Kai closed his eyes and felt the single heartbeat among them. He touched the real fighter's shoulder before any copy could strike. Across the land, people began calling him the Silent Red Warrior. Victims of the Iron Crest traveled beside him and shared their stories. At the capital arena, Brack revealed his final champion, Titan Varg. Varg wore black armor and carried a hammer larger than a house. Each hammer strike shattered stone and launched fire across the ring. Kai dodged until he noticed frightened workers beneath the arena floor. He stopped attacking and used Storm Palm to shield them from collapse. The crowd saw that Kai valued strangers more than victory. Varg hesitated, then admitted Brack had threatened his own family. Kai broke Varg's chains and invited him to stand against the tyrant. Furious, Brack entered the arena wearing forbidden crystal armor. The armor multiplied his strength and covered the sky with red lightning. Brack attacked Kai's family. In the stands to force his rage, Kai caught the lightning, grounded it, and protected everyone. He remembered Soren's warning and refused to become anger's prisoner. Using every lesson together, Kai moved through the storm unseen. His broken blade struck the crystal core with one perfect red crescent. The armor exploded into harmless light, leaving Brack powerless. Brack begged for mercy from the family he had tormented. Kai spared him and delivered him to the people for judgment. The stolen homes and workshops were returned to their owners. Rowan reopened his shop. Ilya fed travelers, and Nia trained as a healer. Kai entered many more arenas, but never fought for pride. He became champion wherever cruelty ruled, and left freedom behind. Above his family's rebuilt home, the red headband moved in the wind, and everyone remembered that the weakest boy had mastered the greatest strength. Peace returned to Ember Village, but Kai knew his journey had only begun. One night, Rowan's broken sword suddenly glowed beneath the moon. A hidden map appeared across the blade, pointing toward the northern sky. At dawn, a wounded messenger collapsed beside the village gate. He carried a torn banner marked with a floating mountain and 7 circles. The messenger warned that champions entering the Sky Citadel never returned. Kai recognized Master Soren's open-hand symbol beneath the bloodless tear. He promised his family he would uncover the truth and return safely. Raran gave Kai a repaired sheath, while Naya tied medicine to his belt. Kai crossed the Wind Canyon, where even birds avoided the roaring cliffs. Broken tournament banners hung from trees like warnings from vanished fighters. Mad scouts attacked from the fog, testing every traveler who passed. A swift fighter with a blue scarf struck Kai from above. Their blades clashed briefly before Kai calmly disarmed the stranger. The stranger was Ari, a scout searching for villagers taken by the citadel. Ari distrusted champions, but Kai's mercy convinced her to guide him. They climbed an ancient lift chained beneath a floating stone platform. A violent storm tore at the lift as lightning surrounded the mountain. Shadow-winged creatures dived from the clouds, cutting the support ropes. Kai and Ari leaped onto the platform as the lift vanished below. Above them stood the Sky Citadel, beautiful, enormous, and completely silent. Iron guards marched through streets, while frightened citizens watched from windows. Captured fighters were displayed in cages beneath Purple Storm's banners. Lord Karon announced the Tournament of Seven Seals from a golden balcony. He promised freedom to anyone who survived every impossible trial. Kai entered under the name Silent Red, drawing laughter from armored champions. Karon noticed Kai's broken sword and quietly ordered guards to watch him. While Kai prepared, Ari slipped through rooftops toward the prison tower. The first trial began inside a forest growing above the clouds. Living branches rearranged the paths whenever fighters looked away. Whispering trees copied the voices of Kai's family, begging him to return. Kai closed his eyes and followed the quiet rhythm beneath the false voices. He discovered lost competitors trapped inside thorn cages. Instead of racing ahead, Kai cut everyone free and guided them together. The forest opened for him. Recognizing compassion as the true answer, Kai exited first, while the rescued fighters emerged safely behind him. The crowd stopped laughing, and Karon's interest turned into fear. The second trial stretched across rope bridges above an endless white abyss. Blades of compressed wind swept across the bridges without warning. Raze, an arrogant champion with an orange headband, charged ahead recklessly. To gain the lead, Raze sliced the bridge ropes behind him. Several competitors fell, but Kai caught the collapsing bridge with one hand. He used Iron Root, anchoring himself while the storm dragged everyone sideways. With one storm palm, Kai redirected the wind and restored the bridge. Raze attacked again, but Kai defeated him with a single controlled step. Kai spared Raze and pulled him away from the edge. For the first time, Raze understood that victory without honor meant nothing. Inside the prison tower, Ari discovered a chamber beneath the lowest cells. The chamber walls carried Master Soren's emblem and 7 empty stone circles. Before Ari could investigate, Karon's guards surrounded and captured her. Karon chained Ari above the arena, expecting Kai's anger to weaken him. The third trial began on a metal platform beneath a thundercloud. Kai faced Volt, a blue-armored monk who commanded lightning with chained staffs. Every pillar around them attracted electricity toward the center ring. Karon secretly overloaded the pillars, turning the match into an execution. Volt attacked with dazzling speed, unable to control his own movements. Kai saw a glowing control collar hidden beneath Volt's armor. He caught a lightning strike on his sword and redirected it upward. One precise slash broke the collar without harming Volt. Freed from control, Volt stood beside Kai against Karon's guards. Enraged, Karon released a chained storm beast above the spectators. The creature crashed through the arena, scattering guards and civilians. Kai and Volt protected the crowd instead of chasing tournament victory. Kai formed a storm palm shield, while Volt grounded the lightning. A red crescent cut the creature's chains, not its body. Once freed, the storm beast calmed and bowed its head to Kai. The crowd openly cheered, forcing Karon to continue the tournament. The fourth trial was the Mirror Hall, where every fighter entered alone. Thousands of mirrors showed Kai as the frightened child he once was. Other mirrors showed him destroying Ember Village in the name of revenge. A false image of Soren accused Kai of wasting the power he received. For one painful moment, Kai believed every cruel reflection. Then he remembered Rowan. saying patience was strength under control. Kai accepted his weakness instead of hiding from it. The mirrors shattered, revealing a crystal key within the floor. From her cell, Ari sent Kai a secret signal using reflected moonlight. Karen revealed that Kai's broken sword could unlock the hidden Dawn Seal. The final trial opened inside the ancient Sky Colosseum. Charon awakened a stone dragon sleeping beneath the arena. The giant guardian rose above the towers, shaking the entire floating city. Kai avoided its claws while studying the symbols carved across its armor. His broken sword glowed brighter whenever the dragon came near. The dragon recognized Soren's emblem and briefly stopped attacking. Charon activated purple corruption chains buried inside the guardian. The dragon roared and attacked wildly against its own will. Kai climbed across its moving stone armor toward the corrupted core. He could destroy the dragon, but refused to kill an enslaved guardian. Kai pressed storm palm energy directly into the purple crystal. The corruption shattered, and golden light returned to the dragon's eyes. The ancient guardian bowed, declaring Kai the rightful victor. The arena erupted in cheers as every imprisoned fighter demanded freedom. Karen rejected the result and attacked Kai with twin chain blades. Ari escaped her cell, using the moonlight signal and a hidden lockpick. She opened the prison tower and freed every captured villager. Volt and Rays led the fighters against Karen's remaining guards. The entire citadel rose together against the storm tyrant. Karen covered himself in forbidden armor powered by a purple seal. He challenged Kai on a narrow platform above the clouds. Karen vanished between lightning flashes, striking from impossible directions. A chain blade cut Kai's shoulder, but he remained standing. Kai remembered Soren's lesson that silence reveals what speed conceals. He listened beyond the thunder and found Charon's true heartbeat. Kai used Silent Step and sliced the armor's power anchor. Charon slipped from the platform but caught a hanging chain. Kai reached down and offered his enemy a hand. Charon pretended to accept, then attacked with a hidden blade. The stone dragon caught Charon before he could escape. Defeated, Charon revealed that Master Soren was alive beyond the Black Tide Sea. He stole a dark seal from his armor and escaped through a portal. Without the seal's power, the Sky Citadel began collapsing. Kai, Ari, Volt, and Rays guided civilians toward the outer platforms. The stone dragon carried hundreds safely through the falling towers. By sunrise, the floating city was free from Charon's rule. Families reunited while former prisoners lowered the purple banners. Inside the sealed chamber, Kai found a map showing 7 hidden temples. The next symbol pointed toward a ship graveyard within the Black Tide Sea. Volt and Rays remained behind to rebuild, promising to answer Kai's call. Ari boarded Kai's ship, determined to help him find Master Soren deep inside a dark vessel. Karen met a masked captain holding Soren's staff. As Kai sailed north, the enemy ship followed silently beneath a moonless sky. Kai, Ari, and Myra followed the glowing staff toward the Stone Moor Trench. 2 enormous stone jaws rose from the sea and opened beneath their ship. Before they could turn, a powerful current pulled them into the darkness. Their vessel plunged down a hidden river beneath the ocean floor. Glowing crystals revealed ruins carved into the roots of the world. Myra discovered that the crystals were moving like living hearts. Ahead, a hidden city glittered beneath a ceiling of black rock. The city was beautiful, but every street was guarded. Workers carried glowing stones while heavy collars drained their strength. A young miner named Nox secretly signaled Kai from the crowd. Before Kai could answer, crystal guards surrounded the travelers. They were taken before Regent Malrek, ruler of the buried kingdom. Malrek wore a golden crown that seemed fused to his head. Then he noticed the golden mark on Kai's broken sword. The crown whispered that Kai carried the key to the Earth Seal. Malrek offered freedom if Kai conquered the arena beneath the crown. If Kai lost, his friends would join the crystal mines forever. Kai accepted, knowing the arena was his only path deeper underground. Nox found Ari and Mira inside the prisoner's workshop. He explained that Malrek had stolen the kingdom from its true guardians, somewhere below the palace. One crystal contained Kai's forgotten past. Ari promised Nox they would free the miners and find that memory. The first arena trial opened above a bottomless crystal canyon. Gravity shifted every time the arena bell rang. Kai planted his feet and used Iron Root against the changing force. He crossed slowly while stronger fighters rushed and lost control. A frightened competitor slipped toward the canyon's glowing edge. Kai abandoned the lead and swung down to catch him. The bell rang again, turning the bridge into a vertical wall. Both reached the gate as the final bell became silent. Malrek looked displeased that Compassion had survived his first trial. The second trial began inside a maze of living crystal mirrors. Every reflection created a warrior with Kai's face and movements. Kai realized the maze was feeding on aggression. He sheathed the blade and walked calmly between the copies. At the maze center, a crystal showed Rowan holding a newborn child. Beside Rowan stood Master Soren, wounded and carrying the broken sword. Before Kai could hear their words, Malrek shattered the memory projection. Meanwhile, Ari, Mira, and Nox entered the mine ventilation tunnels. They saw energy flowing from every worker's collar toward the palace. Myra traced the energy to a machine called the Crown Engine. Nox revealed that his parents had disappeared inside that machine. Ari cut the first power line, freeing an entire row of miners. The third arena trial awakened a guardian made from living stone. The Colossus carried a hammer formed from an entire crystal pillar. Malrek ordered the guardian to crush Kai before the crowd. Each hammer strike sent crystal waves through the arena. Kai dodged, but he noticed tears of light beneath its eyes. The guardian was alive and resisting the crown's command. Kai climbed the hammer and reached the chains around its heart. Instead of striking the guardian, he cut the crown's control line. The Colossus lowered its weapon and bowed to Kai. Malrek declared the result invalid and ordered Kai arrested. The miners chose that moment to begin their rebellion. Ari and Mira opened the prison gates beneath the palace. Nox led the workers toward the Crown Engine chamber. Kai followed Soren's staff through a hidden door below the arena. The passage led into a chamber filled with sleeping memory crystals. One crystal showed Soren carrying baby Kai through a burning battlefield. Another showed Rowan accepting the child and promising to protect him. The final memory revealed a symbol identical to Malrek's crown. Before Kai could understand, Charon's purple portal opened behind him. Charon said the crown once belonged to the enemy who created the Dawn Key. He offered Kai the truth in exchange for Soren's staff. Kai refused, and Charon activated Malrek's crown from afar. Malrek screamed as the crown spread armor across his body. The regent transformed into the towering Crystal King. Every crystal in the city bent toward his command. The Crown Engine began draining the entire kingdom at once. Ari, Mira, and Nox reached the machine, but found it protected by rotating blades. Myra discovered 3 locks controlling the engine's power. Myra crossed a collapsing bridge to reach the green lock. Above them, the Crystal King tore open the palace roof. Kai met him on a bridge suspended over the memory chamber. Malrek attacked with fists that reshaped the battlefield. Kai used Silent Step through a forest of rising crystal spikes. A single strike could not break armor powered by an entire city. So Kai stopped fighting Malrek and listened to the crystals. Beneath the crown's roar, he heard thousands of trapped memories. Kai called to the Colossus, asking it to awaken the city. The Guardian struck the ground, sending a pure note through every crystal. Living crystals began rejecting Malrek's control. At the Crown Engine, the 3 locks opened together. The stolen energy rushed back into the workers and guardians. Karen appeared again and ordered Malrek to destroy the Earth Seal. Desperate, Malrek tore the seal from beneath the throne. The kingdom shook as an ancient crystal titan awakened below. Its rising shoulders lifted entire districts into the air. Citizens slipped from broken bridges as the city tilted. Kai ordered everyone to evacuate instead of chasing Malrek. The Colossus and miners built a path across the collapsing city. Ari rescued Nox when the Crown Engine platform broke apart. Myra found a safe tunnel leading back toward the underground river. Kai climbed the Crystal Titan to reach its corrupted heart. Karen's dark energy had wrapped the heart in thorn-like chains. Kai combined Storm Palm with the light of Soren's staff. The broken sword opened a path through the corruption. The Titan remembered its purpose and stopped destroying the kingdom. It lowered the city safely and placed Kai beside the throne. Malrek attacked one final time with the stolen Earth Seal. Kai shattered the gauntlet and caught the seal before it fell. Nox demanded justice, but Kai refused to answer cruelty with cruelty. The citizens imprisoned Malrek and destroyed the remaining control collars. The Earth Seal returned to its altar and healed the living city. Karen escaped with a fragment broken from Malrek's crown. He said the fragment would build an arena from Kai's own shadows. The memory crystal finally restored the words Kai had lost. Soren told Rowan that Kai was the last child of the Dawn Keepers. Rowan answered that blood did not decide who became family. Nox was chosen to lead the kingdom beside the awakened guardians. Myra copied the next location from the repaired memory map. The path led toward the arena of 1,000 shadows. Kai's sword gained a second golden mark beside the first. Ari promised that no shadow could replace the warrior she knew. Kai, Ari, and Myra sailed back through the stone moor gate. Behind them, the underground kingdom shone freely for the first time. That night, Kai dreamed of hundreds of copies wearing his red headband. Every copy opened its eyes at the same moment. At the arena center, Charon raised Malrek's crown fragment, and the strongest shadow whispered that it remembered becoming Kai.